A short story about compassion and love. At a station in New York, a father stood with his little daughter, watching a group of policemen surrounding a man in his 50s. The man was bound with chains and handcuffs, had a fierce and harsh look on his face, and was uttering a stream of curses, revealing the bitterness within him. The father tried to divert his daughter's attention away from the scene, as it was both impactful and distressing. However, the little girl kept asking her father questions until she learned that the man was a prisoner with a history full of tragedies. This criminal had grown up in a poor environment and had barely stepped into life before he deviated and fell into the depths of crime, becoming a professional thief who would hardly leave prison before returning to it again. The little girl was moved by the prisoner's story, and felt sadness and pity for him, as he had found no one among people to care for or look after him. She approached the man and said in a low voice, crying, "I'm sorry for you, I love you," then kissed and hugged the prisoner. The prisoner looked at the girl in astonishment, and for a moment, his eyes met hers, which were full of innocence. At that moment, one of the policemen pushed him to get into the car. Inside his cell in the prison, the man couldn't sleep or close his eyes. All the memories of his miserable life faded away, and all that remained in his mind were the words of the little girl and her innocent tears. Those words were like a soothing balm for his hateful heart, and the man began to feel a kind of warmth and tenderness he had never felt before. He realized a new dimension to life that he hadn't known. There was an innocent person who loved him and even cried for him. Slowly, the tears of love began to wash away the hardness of his heart and alleviate the bitterness of his days in prison. Perhaps that moment was a new beginning for him, filled with hope and the desire for change.